Recording. Okay, our amazing speakers are here. My Bible is with me. My notebook is here. I'm ready to take a lot of notes. So, Father Lord. Okay, Stephanie, please introduce yourself to us in 1 minute.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So, of course, my name is Stephanie Bidapo. Almost everyone knows me, but for those that don't know me, I'm a lecturer and I also serve as an assistant pastor in church. I think that's all I can say. And I'm excited to be here and to also, respond to so many questions which will be coming during this session. Good to see everyone. Thank you, Dr. T.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. Okay, Iyanolua, you're next on my list. Can you introduce yourself to the house? Iyanu, can you hear me?
Good evening, everyone. I'm happy to be here. Good evening, Wingstar. My name is Yanolua. Yeah. Well, it's me. My name is Yano anyway. Thank you.
Dr. Iyanu, nice to meet you. Thank you so much. You just said my name is Iyanu. That's a doctor. Sorry, I did not put your title. Madam Lolu, please can you introduce yourself to the house?
Good evening, everyone. I think I'll just follow Dr. Yanu's style. My name is Timbolua. It's allowed, right, Dr. T? My
No,
name
it's
is
not.
Timbolua Olowokere.
Okay, you guys
So
are
my
trying
name
to
is
be humble.
Temilolua, and I'm excited. I'm glad to be among us this evening. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Thank you, Temi. It's good to have you.
I finished talking.
Tolulope Ajayi, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me good?
Yes, we do.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay. My name is Tolulope Ajayi. I am a registered nurse. I am part of the Maddox family. They all call me Nurse Tolu. I'm happy to be here. I'm so excited. All of these accolades that Dr. T is giving. In fact, I don't know, but I think we have one or two things to share from our experiences, and we are so excited to be with you all today. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Is shown in the chat box. Yes, yeah, sure. Don't say, please. Are you able to speak now? And Omoshola, if you can introduce yourself, please go on. Okay, yes, I see you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Madok Balogun. Everybody call me on our Madok page Yologi, as a businesswoman now. Yeah, I'm just Oluwase Balogun for now. No doctor, no nurse. Thank you for having me, and I'm so glad to be here. Even though Dr. T push and push and push and push, I'm so glad to be here, sincerely. I'm happy you guys are here with me, and we are going to share one or two things. I don't know the fire. I've been seeing fire and everything. I don't know where it's coming from, but the little we know, we are able to share. And thank you for having us once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madok Sheu. All right, Madok Omoshola. I don't know if Omoshola can speak. I just want to be sure, if Okay, yay. All right.
I'm fully ready. Yeah, it's such a great honor to be among the weak stars once again. Emanuela, thank you. I'm happy to see you flourishing. And of course, my naval Maddox sisters, you all are looking radiant. And for Dr. T, thank you for such a rich teaching on 360-degree leadership. You have said it all. I don't know the fire you're looking for again, though. So you are doing amazingly well. And I just want to thank you for leading to your calling and for leading with grace and purpose. My name is Omoshola. I'm a science specialist and I'm currently working in the mental health sector. Thank you for having me. And I'm truly grateful to be part of the journey.
Thank you so much, Omoshola. So, okay, guys, you've met all these people. God, my internet is stable in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so you've met everybody, and I'm just gonna ask them a couple of questions because we talked about 360-degree leadership, and when we think about leadership, it could be leadership in personal life, in our finances, in terms of our spiritual life, our every area of life that we set goals in, right? We can actually be leaders in those areas. So I'm just gonna call on our panelists, call on anybody and just tell them to maybe talk briefly on something. And if anybody wants to chime in, you are free to chime in. Okay, so I think I'll start first with personal leadership because that's one very big area that as young adults we have to pay attention to, right? And then afterwards I'll jump onto spiritual. I'll jump on spiritual leadership afterwards. Yes, I won't start with personal leadership. And I will call on Temi. Temi, I will call on you first. I want you to just tell us, yes, I have known you for years. Over 10 years now. And everybody here have known you for about that same amount of time. If you have to look back at your youth, right, what's one small responsibility that you can say you took seriously that prepared you for bigger leadership roles, bigger opportunities to lead, and that just prepared you ahead later? So what is that thing you did as a youth that prepared you ahead? Because we have weak stars here, and weak stars are young adults like me. So we want to know, what can we do that will prepare us for the future? Please take your notes. So
What notes are you taking? Anyways, thank you so much, Dr. C, and thank you once again for having me. It's hard keeping a straight face with these people, but we'll try our best to be on our best behavior. So, this question, firstly, I just want to say that, when questions like this come, I think of my past, I think of my youthful days, and I might not have the same story like every other person. And like somebody will be listening to me now and is saying, "Oh, I've not even been given any responsibility like that." And but for me, I'll just say, and I like how the question is being framed because it's in the little things. So personally, I'm the first daughter, right? And for most of my years growing up, I was literally like the mother in my family because my mom was in the military, so she was never really at home. So I'm not here to, tell you a story of, oh, when I was in uni, I was one president somewhere. I don't have big stories of leadership like that as a youth. I was never really, put in spaces to lead people. But I know that from the corner of my home, I was able to, lead my younger ones because there's a very low, there's like 11 years gap between myself and these people. And little did I know that being able to show up for them, taking them to school, I was young myself, but I remember that every school they went to at different times of their lives, I was the one that looked out for these schools. I decided on my own. My parents were never there. I was the one that said, okay, this school is good. I've checked it out. I've looked at it. And all of that, I realized that I was only building myself to take up bigger responsibilities of leadership. So your story might not be really in the big things of, oh, when I was in secondary school, I was a prefect. I remember I was a prefect, but to be honest, I'm not going to come here and bamboozle you with how I took one serious. I can't remember what I did with that prefectship role. But I know that, I looking at university days also, I'm like, what did I even use those 4 years to do? So I don't have those big stories where you're expecting me to say, oh, when I was this, I was that. But I know that from the little corner of my home, I was able to lead my younger ones, also discipling them then, and checking them on visiting day, and all of that was now that I'm responsible for younger adults, it has kind of shaped me to who I am today, knowing fully well that I've been able to take up little roles in my home even when I was not yet a mother, and lead my younger ones to make the right choices, make the right decisions. And now God has placed even younger people in my hands, so that has really, really translated to where I am today.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so
I hope
much.
that answers your questions, Dr. T.
Oh, perfectly. Thank you, Manila. Are you in my heart? Yes, that was so powerful. I was expecting all the prefects to. I know that the prefects are here. They'll still come out and tell us what they did with that prefect position. They should come and tell us what they did, right? But I just love that, and you can see that we've already laid this foundation with the short teaching we did. So in whatever you are doing, like whatever area you find yourself, just start. Just start the little things. Like my story is a bit similar to Lulu's story. Like me, I never even. As I breezed through university, I'm like, I can't remember what I did there. It was until I'm telling you guys, the first leadership position I ever had in my life was when they made me sisters coordinator of the young adults in our church then. And these are the people you see here. These are the ones that taught me leadership. So wherever you are, it's never too late to start, but start with the little things. Thank you so much. Please, if anybody answers any question and any of the panelists wants to chime in, just use the raise hand button or just unmute yourself, because I know that I want us to get a lot out. So if anybody, that will not waste too much time, if anybody wants to add anything to any question, the floor is yours. Just go on and add to it. You get that? All right. Okay. So Temi has laid that foundation for us. Starts from the small little things. I want to move on to, I think I'll call Nurse Tolu, our nurse. Yes, our nurse. I'm still going to ask you something on personal leadership. I want to ask you that, as a young adult, did you ever struggle with, self-doubt as a young adult? I mean, maybe like, I don't know if you had leadership positions or even if you did not have any, but maybe in those leadership positions, did you ever struggle with any form of self-doubt? And how were you able to overcome it, in this, to become the person that you are today?
Thank you so much for that question. Like we all have this self-doubt at some point, and yes, that has come up several times. Like I would say even up till now, sometimes I still feel like, oh, can I really do this? So yeah, over time, when I was growing up, I would say we're all girls in my house. We're like five girls. My mom has five girls. And then there were certain things that would trigger me, kind of thinking like, who wants to kill chicken? And then you want to go and call uncle in the third house to come and kill the chicken. I'll be like, why we want uncle come and kill chicken? Like, can't one of us just try? So I'm always that one that usually like tries to do things in quotes that a guy should do or that a male child should do in the family. And then like it was not funny that one day I killed a goat because even my uncle that was in the house could not hold the knife to like kill it. And I'm like, how now? So because we want to kill goats, like we're not gonna be calling people. They answered that one uncle that my sister first went to call, that the uncle is not around, that when he comes back, like, we're not gonna be calling like everybody already know we want to kill goats. Like how many goats? Like who do you want to? The person that will kill goat will share in these goats now. And my uncle that was in the house, it was just he said he can tie the goat, but he cannot kill it. I said, but you can tie it, right? You can tie. I said, you can tie it, you can hold it. Okay, me, bring the knife, me, I will kill it. And that was it. So sometimes I just like was pushed to like take up these things that I feel like, for God's sake, like want to change bulb, want to like pull generator, and we're calling people like how? So I was that kind of person that would just like just say, okay, let's just do this. Let's just do this. And certain times when I was growing, I remember in Fellowship of Christian Nurses, then they said I should be the drama coordinator. I'm this kind of person that my personality is such that I will naturally not do something until I'm pushed to do it or until it lands on me. So I'm not the kind of person that will say, "Who wants to do this?" and I'll volunteer. I would just be like, okay. And then most of my leadership experiences have been like something that they just dumped on me. They just like, I'm this regular person that comes to fellowship. I'm sure that maybe they didn't find someone for that role, and they said I should be the drama coordinator. I'm like, drama coordinator from where to where? Like, who told you I can act? Like, how will you see me like this and think I can act? And now I just act effortlessly. Unfortunately or fortunately. So at some point like that, I've doubted myself, thinking that, like, really, is there no other person? I'm sorry for the background. No, my toddler is being a toddler.
Absolutely, it's
Like,
fine.
I've been in those positions that I'll be like, is there no other person that you guys can use for this role? And then things just jump on me. And when it jumps on me, I'm like, okay, now you are in charge. You have to do this. So there's just that drive to make sure that whatever is committed in my hands is done well. That when they say I'm in charge of this, when they come to that thing, it has to be done well. So most times when I even doubt myself, I just tell myself, well, do you have a choice? Now your name has been put to this, then just get it done. So usually that's my own strategy, that whatever my name is associated with has to be done well. Maybe it's my value, maybe something that makes me, maybe it's just my core that they have put your name on this. It has to yourself. I don't think so, but I just go all out, find the resources, find everything around me that will make me do that thing well. So that's it.
Hmm. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Nurse. That was a lot of bravery in that question. A lot. Like, weak stars, weak stars. I hope you guys are taking your notes. And also for all our invited guests, I hope you guys are taking a lot of things away, right? Like, she talked on a lot of things in just that short that just in giving us just that short answer. Like, I heard a lot of confidence. I heard a lot of I particularly heard something about the moment my name is put to something, like, I just tell myself that's how to kill self-doubt. I just say my name is already there and I have to deliver. No matter what. Like, thank you. I seen the chat box. Yes, it involves doing things well, excellence, keeping a constant mark of excellence on all you do, the drive to just do everything well. That's what leadership is about, right? I can't imagine not saying she killed goats. I didn't reach that level, but I could relate to some of your stories as well. You know, being raised in a family of 5 girls and a boy, and my brother happens to be the last born. I was that child that also was, the one who liked to change the bike tires, who liked to change all the sockets. I mean, my mom is there, so she knows some of the things I do. As I was the person who just believed that a girl can do anything that anybody else, I mean, whatever. And I grew up in that time when roles were clearly distinguished. It was like, oh, this is what girls do, this is what boys do. But I just said no, there's nothing like that. What a girl can do, what anybody can, you can switch roles around. And just hearing us also come from that perspective was really, really just very spot on. So guys, never forget, yes, delivering excellently is one thing that you do as a leader. All right. I don't see anybody's hand up, so I'm just going to move to the next. Okay. I mean, now, because personal leadership is really big, we talked about leading within. So personal leadership is really big. I want to call on Omoshola now, to just tell us, as a leader now, and guys, don't forget, these women that are here, they are mothers, 2 children. Some of them are even two children on this call. So when I tell you that I've known them for years, for over 10 years, when we were all single, and now we're here, we're mothers, our roles have switched, but I still see them walking the talk, like the same talk I saw them walking when we were all single sisters. It's the same thing I still see them walking. So you can bank that whatever they are telling you is coming from a place of learning, unlearning, and putting into practice all the things that they have learned. So I want to ask Omoshola, what are some of the daily habits that you have currently or you have used as a young adult that keeps you grounded as a leader? Your daily habits, because our habits shape us. Our habits make us. So what are those daily habits? Omoshola, can you speak? I think she said she's here. She's on ground for me today. What are those daily habits that keep you grounded as a leader? Either that kept you grounded and still keeps you grounded right now? Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. Thank you for that question. Uh, just like Nostolu said, that she has not really taken a particular post, let's say formally as a leader. So the same thing is applicable to me because I've not actually taken a leadership position. Although when Dr. Tolu was talking, she made mention of leadership styles, visionary, servant, directive, collaborative, end-up, and coaching. Yeah, those kind of leadership style can come up in a lot of ways. But for me, my kind of leadership is more of transformational or facilitative because I don't like to, I love to work at my own pace. I, I don't like pressure or something that will make me work in a regimented schedule. Like, okay, I have to do this. I just still like to, as much as possible, maintain my freedom to myself and do things at my own pace. So coming to the question that what what again? Please help me
Your
to
daily
read the
habits.
question.
Some of the
Okay, that
daily
what daily
habits. Yes.
habits makes me grounded as a leader?
Yes.
Okay, daily habits. Yeah, one particular thing I know I good at it. I'm always open-minded. Just like we said that leadership is about influence. It's not about you wearing the crown. It's not about you leading formally,
Mm.
but it's about making impact wherever you go, upward, downward, leading yourself with great clarity and purpose. With everybody I meet, in every gathering I am always open-minded, and I always want to know you for who you are, not by your appearance. And with that, integration to happen, whereby, if you cannot influence when you make yourself available for open discussions, this like it's just my daily habit. You just see somebody, they will just like, okay, I could remember the day I started working in the where I'm currently working. Now I just go on my own. And so one day, eventually, after some days and some months passed, and there's this colleague of mine, she now said, oh, I thought she's just so full of herself. She does not want to talk to anybody. But eventually, when we got closer and there was something that happened, and I had to show, I'm a good team player. And she was just impressed about, how I tackled the situation and everything. And she was just like, oh, I thought you are just, she said this to my face. I thought you're so full of yourself. I never knew you are this kind of person. You understand? So I am just open-minded and I mind my business. I know when to pause, I know when to act. So this just like the my kind of leadership style, because like I said, I do not hold a title. I do not wear a crown on my head, but I'm just open-minded and try as much as possible to influence people anytime we have there's an opportunity for us to, have a one-to-one engagement.
Mm.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much, Omoshola. That's really powerful. Just in sharing, yes, Nostola, I'm going to call you shortly. And, just in our sharing, I heard her say things about, being teachable, being open-minded, and also like that's a lot of emotional intelligence to be able to know when to talk and when to keep quiet, right? And so, like those habits, honestly, they will serve us well if we can just put them into practice. Some of us, we just grow up, the way we just do things, we just like, and then our culture, I don't want to put a lot of cultural context into this, but our culture, yes, our culture is so, like, we're so warm and so inviting. But when we have to, like, we get to places that we have to ensure that we stay professional. Staying professional is knowing emotional intelligence, knowing when to keep quiet, knowing how to read a room and how to respond appropriately, but yet still staying so teachable and not thinking that, oh, it's the way I do it, it's the way I know how to do it, that things should be done. Thank you so much, Omoshola. Nostolo, you want to add something to that question?
You kind of mentioned it already, you like emotional intelligence. I would say being mindful because we're talking about simple things we do every day. Being mindful of what we have to do when you set out the day, when you're going out, what do you have to do right now, right there? Being mindful of everything you need to do and not getting distracted because when you're mindful. You're interacting with everyone around you the way you should. You're doing your work the way you should. You're not like easily distracted. You're not doing what you shouldn't be doing. So every single day, what do I really want to do at this time? Being emotionally intelligent to know the people around you, because leadership, you can't lead yourself. It has to do with things around you. Something is not sitting right on the table. Oh, this is, sometimes we're too busy. We don't even know when something is different. Like we just keep going. We're not mindful. Oh, someone used to sit beside you. She's not there today. She doesn't 2 p.m. You're like, oh, this person is not in office at 2 p.m. So being mindful. So leadership does not have to be like you wear a crown. Be mindful of everyone around you, everything around you as you go about your day. So
Thank you so much, Nurse. That does make a lot of sense. Like, remember that we mentioned that the only people who are taken to heaven are the people. So being mindful is just like living every day presently, being present in every day, being present not just in every day, but in every minute, in every hour. Sometimes it's so hard. I mean, particularly for those of us who, I don't know, but for me as a mother, sometimes it's so hard. I literally have to write down things to tell myself that this is the rule and we stick to the rule, like just to help me ground myself so that I don't forget that I also have children I'm leading. I also have people that are accountable to me. And sometimes it can be so much, but truly, I do love that a bit as well. Thank you so much, Olu and Omoshola, for shedding a lot of light to that question.